Hexed by Kevin Hearn. This is book 2 of the Iron Druid fantasy series. This one was a lot of fun, but I like to describe it as Irish Twilight. So, lots of witches, so not quite exactly the same, but there is a vampire or two that helps out the main character. So, the first book was about a druid, one of the last druids living in Arizona. So Tempe, Arizona runs a bookstore, has an Irish wolfhound, and enjoys living in peace away from the Fae and also the pantheon of the Celtic mythology. So he has an arch enemy in the first book who finds him and hunts him down because he has the sword, the Answerer. I'm not going to attempt any of the Irish names. Of course, in the beginning, in the forward, there is the official pronunciation. If that is your thing and you do want to pronounce them correctly, there is phonetics so that you can. To me, I just enjoy the book. I don't worry about what the words sound out loud like, mainly because I only talk here about books. So, it's a great read, and it carries over from the first book. There is three major opponents in this one. There is a group of Bacchants who are followers of the god Bacchus, and they are so he needs help with them. He has a apprentice now, so that begins. That's kind of cool. He also is more out in the open in that the widow now is aware that he is, a druid and stuff. So he uses that to his advantage when taking on a fallen angel. So that was really cool. That was fun to see. And then the main opponent is a coven of witches from Las Vegas. And they're coming into this territory and summoning demons, and it's this whole big thing. So he gets help from his vampire lawyer, and they go in guns blazing trying to take out this coven of witches. And it's a good book. It's action packed. It's a lot of fun, and it really is a serial fantasy, right? It follows the format of the first one. There's magical opponents. He has to recruit help and take them on, but also still kind of like remain on the down low, keep a low profile. And so he does that, but more and more people are becoming aware of him and his abilities. And it kind of transitions from the beginning, the first conflict, and then there's a couple of minor things, and then the final battle, and then the transition to the next book, right? Like the Kabbalist, the rabbi that comes into his shop and kind of is poking around. I believe they're like the setup for the next book, right? And with the witches being the end of the first book, it just kind of transitioned. So I'm expecting that to carry on through the series. Really great storytelling, really creative. The main character is a druid, so he can heal when he's touching the earth or connected to the earth. But at the same time, there's lots of cement and sidewalks and stuff like that. So there is some limitations. He's not like all powerful or anything. But this series is gonna touch home. I think a little bit. I have an older dog, and he's got a wolfhound he's keeping alive with a special herbal tea. So this might hit a little too close to home, but I think there are a few untouchables in this. If you watch any entertainment series or read any entertainment series, there is a group, a core group of members who seem to be untouchable, and of course there's usually one or two by the end of the series that don't make it. So I'm not looking forward to that, but I do really want to read the rest of the series. Lots of similarities to Jim Butcher's series, urban fantasy, lots of fun, very Irish, very Celtic. I like The Apprentice, the healing of the earth, all the concepts. He's very unique in that, like, he's not trying to stand out, he's trying to blend in, but that doesn't always work. But it's really like he's not out there, but he doesn't quite fit in. It's just kind of a unique blend of modern And way back when, since he's centuries old, the clash of ancient times with modern times. And usually with fantasy, it's the other way around. A modern person gets shoved back in time. So this is really neat, really creative, lots of fun. And I've been to Arizona a number of times. It's a great place to be, but that doesn't really take away from the story if you've never been. This is a great book, great series. I'm really looking forward to the next one. And always remember to buy your books used or digital.